Hello everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me today. If you are new, please do hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. So I said, after I finished my altered book series, that I would come and start a new series called A Box Full of Ephemera. And I shared with you guys my pink plastic box and my aim is I want to fill it with all kinds of ready-made items to go in journals. So little notebooks, envelopes, journaling cards, things like that. Maybe pockets, maybe some tucks, maybe some flips, who knows. Some handmade stuff, just so that that box then gets filled over, I don't know, it might take me 3 or 4 days to fill it, and then when I'm making journals I can just whip through my box, fill my journal, boom, I'm good to go. The idea being that it's quicker. Of course, they do say that if you do the same thing in slots, then it's more time effective and you concentrate better. So if you spend 2 or 3 hours just making notebooks and then move on to making envelopes rather than a notebook here and an envelope there and a bit of a journal tag here, you know, if you do the same thing for a batch of time, then you're more effective, apparently. What's your name's Amanda? So today excuse me, so today I'm going to make some notebooks. Very basic. It's more of a craft with me and see how I go about things and decorate things and whatever have you, and just a chance to craft with me. So I've got these lined sheets of paper here. I don't always want to use up my coffee dyed or my tea dyed pages because they take ages to make. So I'm always looking for alternative things to make notebooks from, and this is an old notebook that I've not used. Some of the pages have been ripped out of. I think I've been doing some practice stamping on them. And so I'm going to be using this pile up today. I'm also going to use this book which I got from a charity shop for £1. I think my Lex found this one. Wildflowers, Ferns and Grasses. So it's a basic one. Don't know who makes it. Octopus. But it's really cool because, and this is what I look for when I'm looking for books. Let's just get it past that bump. It's got all these printed pages where it's a full like that. I mean, you could tear one of those out and make a tag with that. And there's quite a lot. So for £1, that's awfully good value. So I'm going to be using some of these maybe as front covers, maybe. In fact, let's just rip one out now and use it. I like that one. I really like that one. Let's see if I can get it ripped out without making a big mess in it. Although it doesn't matter, does it? I might actually take all of the binding out and see if I can remove these pages separately rather than rip them. Although I like a ripped edge, don't I? So it doesn't matter, does it? So we've got a ripped edge there. I'll get a ripped edge here as well and just get going. So I think this is going to be a front flap, maybe, for a... So I'm going to do a couple of different variations of notebooks, I suppose. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's just rip it there. Just a couple of basic ideas. So this is one, just literally using an image like this. Alright, and then I'm going to get some pages. How many do I want, do you think? 1, 2. So look. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5's enough. I want enough to do a couple. Okay. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to measure that. And then just... So I'm going to use that as like the front flap, I suppose. Just going to ink it up. It will all come together. When I'm crafting, it always looks like, Amanda, what are you doing? That is actually really pants. And then it's at the end, like I keep saying, you've got to trust the process. It's my favourite saying, and that's what I've taught myself to think every time I'm crafting, because it's so easy to get like 5 minutes into a project and you think that is rubbish, that is really rubbish, and lose interest or throw it in the bin. Alright, so I have cut that a bit short, so how I'm going to remedy that, because it is bothering me, I'm just going to, it never hurts to get inspiration from other people, so I'm going to glue that on there. Okay, is that glued on properly? Get on. Okay, glue that on there like so, and this, because I've not put loads of pages in, it'll slip in a pocket. Or what you could also do, and what I might do, is that's why I've put the strong scrapbooking paper on the back. You can then cut a slit in a pocket or something, like in a page or a pocket or whatever, and then slide just the back bit in, or you can have it, you could have it hung over a page, but it'd be a bit high. But yeah, you could slide that bit into something, or slide the whole thing into a pocket. Yeah, okay, so let's have a look what we've got. Wouldn't mind using some of my new washi tape, to be honest. Let's have a look. Ooh, rattle, rattle. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm having some. How much do we need? Let me just remove that. I'm going to put some. I'm going to put it across the top like that. I like it. That's nice. So I did a tutorial on this. Not really a tutorial because it's really not difficult, but you know, a video on that handmade washi tape the other day. And I'm going to have some of this vintage tape on. So I'm trying to not make it for a specific journal. However, you know, I make them so that I've got a big stash of the same things. However, I have still got my Nature's Remedy journal to do. I've had a terrible mind block with it. Terrible. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm struggling. I just can't seem to get going with it. So hopefully this will help. So let's put that vintage tape there and pretend that that got ripped and we've glued it back together. That's cute, isn't it? Right, I'm still in shot. Yeah, I'm still in shot. Right, so what have I got here? I quite like this. Little field notes. Let's have one of these fellas. And then that little notebook will be more or less done. I think we could add things forever and a day, couldn't we? Yeah, I think we could. I quite like these little book numbers. Yes, I think I'll have that. Have I got some string? Could do with a little bit of string. My mind's just wondering, because I know that my daughter's got some green wool upstairs in her room that would look fab on one of them. But no, we're not going to steal it. Let's improvise. Okie doke. So if you see me using any digitals today, the digitals I'm using today are the Nature's Remedy collaboration kit from Artimage and Tracy Fox. Oh, come on, don't mess me about. Oh, my hand-eye coordination's gone. It's shot. Get off. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Normal person won't bother with this, but you know, I get a little detail of an idea in my head, and I've just got to do it. I get very easily distracted by the things that are on my desk, and I'm meant to be doing one thing and I end up doing another. Does anybody else do that? Not like procrastinating, it's just like there's so many things I want to do that I'll start making something and then I'm like, ooh, I need to make this now, and that's it, I'm off. I've gone. Right, we're gonna glue that there. So these little numbers, I have actually heat embossed them with just standard clear embossing powder because I don't have the ultra thick one, so I just did it like a billion times. Seemed to work. I like that. It's like a little reference notebook now, isn't it? So let's cut this little field notes out. Okay, doke. So much for my batch cooking. I end up taking an hour to make one little notebook. I'll do the next one quicker. I will, I promise you. She says, I'm not cutting this out very well. I'm not cutting that out very well at all. I don't think. Let's try one more time. Some days my eyes just do not want to work on close-up things, you know, on tiny detail things like this. And then other days I can fussy cut all day long and it looks perfect every time. Just bear with me 1 minute. Just talk amongst yourselves. Go and put cat out, put washer on, put your bread in. I've started making homemade bread. It's absolutely lovely. Only thing is, we're eating 2 loaves a day. We're all going to get really fat. We're all going to be like the side of an house. It's my friend Lindsay's fault. She's got me thinking more frugally when it comes to food. So I thought, oh, let's make our own bread. We'll save money. Not when you're eating 2 loaves a day, you're not. Fatties. Where do I want that? I don't think I want that there. I think I want it down here for some reason. Do I? Or do I want it there? Because I've got that number there now. Wish I hadn't put that there now. Might take it off. Get off. Don't want you. Get off. Changed my mind. I'm putting this here instead. Okay. Stand up. Yeah, I like that instead. Field notes. Yes, that's that one done. Okay. So it only took me about 4 hours. Right, let's do another one really quickly. So another type of notebook that I thought about was using up your book pages. And when I've been cutting them, I've got all these little strips, and I've got these and all, loads of them. And then these ones as well, like this. So I thought I might just make a little bit of a notebook with these that you could slip inside something. The only thing I might do is just take a few pages out because that's quite bulky. There we go. That, I know that's only one, but let's take another one out. How many pages does that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's enough. I mean, I know it's got book writing on, but you could put post-it notes on, or, I mean, I'd just write over the top of that with a darker pen. Wouldn't bother me. Okay, so what I'm going to use for this one, I did have an envelope somewhere. Where's that gone? Bottom. Is that it? Yeah. So I thought I'd use an envelope for the cover. I thought that'd be fun. So I'm just gonna, does that need, no, it needs sealing. So I'm going to seal it up. seal it shut. So I'm just using this to make a cover. It's just another way of using up. This is out of my box of shame, this envelope. So I've obviously coffee dyed it at some century ago. I don't know. Right. Oh, that's more or less perfect. So what I'm just going to do, is my book pages are a little bit long, so let's get the chomper. Let's see if I can just trim a bit off. Guessing there. So that they're the same. There we go. Now, also, it's a little bit longer. So I know what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that edge up with the edge of the booklet, fold it like that, okay, and then fold it like that. So it's going to have a little closure here, okay. So, and then what I'm just going to do is just quickly, just ink that really fast. I'll try and do this one quickly. Right, never mind rest up pages, I'll do them later. So that's going to go in there. So I want a memento, and we'll get a clip on that. I've got these everywhere, these little clips. It's as bad as hair clips, they're like all over the house. Right, so we're going to sew that. So let me just get some of that. Let me get I've got some on there actually, that might be enough. I don't need to double it up if it's not a journal. It's only a little notebook, I'll use what's on there. Right, we don't need that, another thing that I do use for sewing is dental floss. It's way cheaper than thread. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a very basic, I've got enough, 3-hole, and I'm just going to eyeball it, completely and utterly eyeball it. Yep. Probably could have just done it with just 2, to be honest. But if you're going to do a job, you may as well do it right. As they say. Okay. And then what you could do, I mean I'm decorating mine specific, but you could just do that, yeah, and then put that in your box, in your ephemera box, and then when you come to make your journal, put your detail on to match your journal. That's the idea, that's what we're meant to be doing. We're not meant to be spending 5 hours decorating, but because it's a video, obviously I want to show you the outcome, as it were, do you know what I mean? So that you know, if I just showed you just a plain notebook, you'd be like, wow, I'm glad I come over to watch that, Amanda. You've enriched my life. Right, so then we just tie it in a knot. Not too much, because obviously it's just book paper and an envelope, it's not a journal, otherwise it'll rip. Just tie in a couple of knots. Get rid of that, somewhere safe so we don't lose it. Absolutely definitely will lose it. Every time I put something in a safe place so I don't lose it, I lose it. Right, so that's my little notebook. So now we need to do a little closure. Alright, so what we're doing. I've not thought past this bit. Let's have a look what we've got here. Do you know what I'm going to say? Maybe I should just keep it plain, but I have to show you what I mean, don't I? I've got any like, I'm sure there's some like little tags in here. Yeah, like that. Where's the other one? I'm sure there was another. Oh, that's cute. Oh, what's that? That's cute. I'm getting distracted. Stop it. Right. Stop. So So I've just found this little thingy, so I think, will it fit? Yeah, it will. So I'm just going to add that to my cover for a bit of interest. A double bubble. I like it when things are multifunctional. I need a thingy. One of these. Fellas, give it a bit of an ink. These tags are already, is it already backed? Yeah. It's backed, but I've cut it like, I must have been blind when I was trimming that. Okay. I think I'm going to go around that with the sewing machine. I'm going to be doing some sewing in this journal. I think it'll lend itself really nicely. So I'll go back at some point and I will sew this little tag. Okay. What else I'm just going to do? I'm just going to... Which way up is it? I'm going to use my... Yeah. I'm just going to do some stamping on the edges there, just because I'm not putting any paper on it. Okay. Because I don't know whether it'll slip in a pocket or whether I'll glue it on a page, so I'm not going mad with it. Yeah. With the decorating, I'll just do a bit of... There we go, that'll do. Right. And we will glue this on. Come on, I need to open a new bottle. I was watching somebody the other day who said that the action of shaking the bottle makes it worse. So you should just be patient and wait for it to come to the bottom, apparently. Yeah, okay. I'll try, but I can't promise. Me and Patience are not close. We're not close mates at all. Never have been. Right. So that's going to fold there. That's going to go in there. That needs to dry. Come on. That's my taggle stick, now my luck. Let's put that in there. Do you know what? I'm going to put a tab on the top as well. Because it's just never enough, is it? I'm never done. I'm never happy. I've got to keep adding more and more. I can't just do a 2-minute video. I've got to drive everybody mad. Right. How many minutes are we on? Oh, it's 4:10. 29 minutes. Right, I'll try and wrap it up. Otherwise my video will take too long to load and nobody will watch it because they'll look at how long the videos are and they're like, and it looks in there. Don't blame you, I won't watch it either. I'm only kidding, I would, I'm brilliant. Right, let's give that a really nice ink. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, I can't help it. Okay, what do I want here now? I need something. I need something. Let's have a look what we got. Let's have that. Quite like that yellow there. Don't know. Well, we're just going to have to do what we can. I'll have a bit of that yellow. I like that. Let's try and cut in a straight line. So I'm just trying to line that little flap with a bit of something. Alright, and I quite like that yellow to show. So let me get my pencil. I want it to about there. I'll get my little chomper. My little chomper. Ooh, that's a fiddly measurement, Amanda. Blimey. Oh, don't know if my little Tromper will cut it straight with it being so small. We'll give it a go. If it's not straight, it's not straight. We'll give it a go. I'll just trim it. Trim it by eye. Let's have a look. That's not so bad. Not done a bad job there. So when I said notebook, excuse me, what I meant was an epic journey. Oh, goodness me. What I'll do is, on the next video, when we're doing something else, I'll be more prepared. I'll have a couple of samples to show you. And I'll show you if I've done any more notebooks. I'll show you those as well. Alright, so that then you can see what I've been up to. So that's layered on there like that. I like that. So now I just want something here. Okay. I want that there. Little eyelet. Let me get a one to set in it. From my little box. I'm gonna use. I got these the other day from Amazon and they're not very good. They're not. They don't. You know how that bit like curves around your paper at the back? The cheap ones that I've got off Amazon don't do it. It don't. Well, they're rubbish. So that's that. Now I need something here. So that's a little notebook. So what we'll do is we'll attach that to something else. Don't know what I'm on about, do I? I literally do not know what I'm talking about. Making it up. Right, where am I? I want one of these. I want one of these. I'm going to make a little tag. A little tag. I don't have any. I'm going to have to. What am I going to have to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not using that. No, I'm going to use what I've got. And what I've got is plenty of these little strips of book page. So, this is what we're going to do. Alright. Shut up! Oh, they're barking at neighbours. Oh, they are naughty. He's giving me a load of lip from kitchen. I can hear him. As if to say, don't you tell me to shut up. Nope. What they're doing there. Bless them. Little monkeys. You would think that my dogs were great big Rottweilers. They think they rule this area. They think they rule me. Well, they probably do, to be honest. But they definitely think that they own, like, this half of the estate. And if anybody dares walk past the house, or the postman comes, or Hermes, or, you know, the wheelie bin cleaning people, anybody, then they're for it. They're for it, I'm telling you. Right. Right. Okay, doke. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, let me just trim that. There is method in my madness. There is a point to it, honestly. I promise you. Just bear with me. And then I'm going to use my little thing that I make tags with. to make the shape. And then I've not used a piece of cardstock, I've not gone and used another piece of anything, I've just used what I've got. Am I happy with that shape? I don't think it looks even. Don't think that looks even. I'm not happy with that shape. I'm not going to lie. Let me do it again. I wonder if I didn't hold it very straight or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over and duplicate it that way. Yeah, looks better now for some reason. I don't know what. Don't ask me why. Right, let's see how much we need. So I want it to wrap around maybe to there. Right. Okay. You can sew all this on if you wanted. I'm really not inclined to. I could have put that underneath the pocket. That would have been cool as well, wouldn't it? Just tucked it under the pocket. But I didn't think that far ahead, did I? Didn't think that far ahead, mate. No. Okay. Let me just make sure that's straight. So I'm just going to glue it onto there, I think, instead of wrapping it round. Because if I wrap it round the back, it's going to be bulky. So I'm just going to glue it onto there. Yeah, fine. That's fine. Okay. Ink it up. Again, if I was to make this again, I might make the extra effort to go to my sewing machine and sew these pieces of paper together. Alright. I'm not that much inclined to do it because I don't want my video to be 50 hours long. It already is going to be quite long, but alright. I'm liking that. I've got a hot mess on my desk, but I'm liking it. Okay. Get this glue down. Come on. That's it. And then all I have to do, a bit too much glue there, is stick that to there. Okay. Just lining it up with the eyelet there, you see. Alright. Okay. I haven't put that very in the middle very good, have I? Never mind, don't matter. Right, let's just hold that on there a minute. And get some, what's this? A bit of sari silk maybe. See if I can get a thin piece without it all just disintegrating. Let's have a look. There we go. Through that and through that. Give it a little bit of a tie and a little bit of a bow. And you've got yourself a cute little notebook thingy. I don't know what we're calling it. Do I want some on there? Let's have a look. What have I got? Yeah, I'm going to put that butterfly on. I'll just put that butterfly on there, like so. Could do with a little word as well. I quite like a little word. So look what we got. Stick down. Nurture, flowering, harmonious, determined, enchanting, reflections. I like reflections. I love that. There we go. Get off. Stuck to my hand. I'll put that across the middle of the butterfly like that. Across its tummy. I like that. There we go, we're done. Alright, so I went a bit further than I thought I was going to do, to be honest, to make these little journals, these little notebooks today, but there you go, I think it's worth it. So we've got the little field notes one made out of the paper, and then we've got this one that's ended up a little bit more like a little bit of a flip-flappy notebook tag holding concoction. I hope you've enjoyed those. I hope you'll join me for the next episode of A Box Full of Ephemera. I will create a playlist for you to follow along if you so desire. Alright, take care. Bye for now.